MusicFirst Elementary has many items that makes it stand out from other curriculum, and one of them is the creative tools. Currently, MusicFirst Elementary has 6 creative tools that enhance their curriculum and your music class with music making, composition, performance, movie scoring, and more. In this video, let's focus on Quickbeats and Percussion Writer. Quickbeats. Quickbeats lives up to its title. It gives you and your students the opportunities to create quick beats that they would hear in music that they listen to often, whether on a streaming service or in your classroom. Let's take a look at how you and your students can create beats, how to access templates, and ideas for how they can be used in an elementary music class. We begin by placing the kick drum on beats 1 and 3 and the snare on beats 2 and 4. We add a closed hi-hat as eighth notes. You can click on the ellipsis, the 3 dots of the track. You can change the volume, reverb, attack, decay, sustain, and release. And you can pan the track to the left or right. I am going to add another hi-hat and pan them. I will also add the clicks on 2 and 4 and change their volume and reverb. On the top of the screen, there are options that allow you and your students to set the loop to be 1, 2, or 4 bars, enable triplets, and set the swing subdivision. We can also change the tempo, add some swing, make the grid 16th to 32nd to 64th notes, and zoom in and out. The Select tool will allow you and your students to select multiple beats where they can delete it or copy and paste to another beat. You can also title the quick beats. To save, go to the 3 horizontal lines, or the hamburger, and scroll down to save. You can also export it as a WAV file that you can open in UStudio or other digital audio workstations. If you would like to access their templates, click on Trap Kit and click on drum machines like 808 or 909, or musical styles like hip-hop, orchestra, Latin, etc. to have the quick beats set up with preset instruments to match the tracks. How to use this in your classroom. Here are some ideas to use quick beats in your elementary music classroom. Number 1, at the beginning of the school year, use a name chant to learn the students' names. Since you want to learn the names quickly, have them go through the chant with body percussion. Then launch quick beats to have them create a beat together and then perform the name chant again. Number 2, have the older elementary students include a writing piece in our classroom and have them write a chant or a poem or a rap. Then have them use quick beats to create a beat to read the poem or chant or perform the rap. Number 3, with your younger elementary, use the nursery rhymes in the kindergarten curriculum or their favorite traditional children's songs and have them create a new beat to their favorite song. Number 4, have your students explore swing by experimenting with the swing percentages. Percussion Writer. One of the YouTube videos my elementary students love are the percussion play-along videos where shapes represent various classroom percussion instruments. The Percussion Writer tool enables you to play along with excerpts from famous works or to create your own simple classroom percussion play-along pieces. The instruments are loosely categorized into 4 types. The X is a sound effect appropriate for a specific piece such as crash cymbal or wind chime. The diagonal lines are shaky sounds, perhaps played on maracas or an egg shaker. The triangles are more direct, harder sounds such as woodblocks or triangles, and the circles are percussive drum-like sounds. These sounds are adaptable to what you would find in your music classroom or if you travel to rooms with a cart. For example, these sounds could be made by a desk and body percussion, where the X could be clicking pencils on the desk legs. The shaky sound could be made with beatboxing and body percussion sounds. The triangle could be made by clicking pencils on the top of a desk, and the circle could be made with tapping the desk. Let's take a look at how you and your students can use the Percussion Writer and ideas for how this can be used in an elementary music class. There are 4 musical excerpts to work with. The Radetzky March, the Symphony No. 94, the Entry of the Gladiators, and Clash and Bang. Each excerpt will have a help section to guide you in using the excerpt with the Percussion Writer in your class. In the Surprise Symphony, start with the example first. Watch the cursor highlight each bar as it is being played. Assign percussion instruments and have the students perform the play-along video. In my first grade music class, we studied dynamics by using this piece. Since there are quiet and loud sounds that they can use in this piece, because it's called the Surprise Symphony, click on the example again and this time have the students perform quiet and full sounding percussion sounds to play along with the song. Then click Menu and New Blank Page. Have the students create a percussion play along using quiet and full sounds to match the piece, especially when Haydn wrote the chord to wake up the audience in measure 16, beat 2. Drag the louder, bigger shapes onto the screen for that beat. If you want to repeat the same shape, the program will repeat any shape you just played on the screen. And if you want to copy and paste a bar, click on the bar at the top of the screen, click on Copy, click on the bar you want to paste it to, and then click Paste. When you are ready, place the cursor to hear the percussion play forte at that point in the song. Let's look at Clash and Bang. Talvin Singh's reworking of the Benjamin Britten's original Friday afternoon song Jazzman gives a modern British twist to this well-loved original. Singh says of the lyrics to this piece, quote, "Noise is sometimes seen as something not so nice, but noise can also be good if it's organized in a special way." So have some fun with this piece. Here's an example of this song where the instruments gradually get louder because we added louder sounds and we layered them. How to use this in your classroom. Here are some ideas to use Percussion Writer in your elementary music classroom. 1. Before you play along, listen to the piece of music to become familiar with the mood, speed, and overall effect. You can then create your own percussion accompaniment, or you may wish to use the example score as a starting point. 2. See what happens if you mix the categories up and play the drum part on the shaker and so on. Which do you prefer and why? And ask your students the same thing. 3. It is easy to create and edit the scores by highlighting individual symbols or bars. 4. Alternatively, you can use Percussion Writer to create your own percussion pieces, either working together from the screen or in groups using the print facility and printing out the sheets. Finally, when you go back to the program's menus, you can click the More button to save a copy, assign a group, add to a unit, or share as a link to your students.